it is time for a 5-minute technology walkthrough. In this time, I'm going to show you how to use an app called EdPuzzle. I've talked about it in the past, but EdPuzzle is my absolute favorite way to share videos with students, and there's a couple of reasons why. First of all, the students can download an app to their iPad that connects to EdPuzzle. Okay, so they can access these videos very, very quickly through an app, and it keeps their life organized without having to go to different websites. Okay, so as a teacher, you can start off by going to edpuzzle.com and setting up an account. Now, if you use your Google login to log into EdPuzzle, it will actually connect it to your Google Classroom, which is another bonus. It automatically imports kids from your Google Classroom classes. So you just push this button down here, imports them into EdPuzzle, and then you can use it with all of those students. You can actually post videos from here, EdPuzzle, onto Google Classroom. So I'm going to show you a class and what it looks like. First of all, I have a bunch of content that I have created. Now, these are videos that I've created. For example, here's one I created on evidence and commentary. Here's one I did on the stop writing strategy. I've also got my novels that I do. So these are chapters from the books. So this is chapter 6 from the book Peak. And what's great about it is if I click on it, I can actually edit it. Now this one I can't edit because I've already posted it on, my students are currently working on this one. But if I wanted to watch this video, I could show you what the students see. So first of all, the students play this video, it pulls up full screen. And the nice thing about it is once they start watching it, it will actually stop them from wherever they were watching it. So they can rewind it all they want, but they can't fast forward it. Like a little lock will appear right here, and it just moves along with it. So they can always rewind, but they can never fast forward past the furthest point they've gotten on that video. That guarantees that they are going to sit and watch the entire video. And then what you can do is you can add in questions. So for example, in this one, I had questions, and sometimes I do just general questions like, how's the book so far? Sometimes I have questions about reading strategies. Sometimes I have just comprehension questions about the book. So this last one, how are Rolf and Joshua different? They're two characters in the book. And then after each one, they submit it. What I like about this is, and then if I wanted to assign this, all I would have to do is select which classes, so these are my classes in Google Classroom, select which ones I want to post this in, and then set a due date on when this needs to be watched by. And this is that feature that I was telling you about that you can prevent skipping. Now I'm not going to post that one. So that is how you select the content that you want to post. You can also look at additional content from EdPuzzle. So for example, these two about, this one about what is a blog, this one about what is a podcast, those are both ones that I found on EdPuzzle. So you don't even have to create your own content. I just like creating it because students like to see your face, they like to hear your voice walking them through the lessons. Now, when I go to grade this, if I'm grading students' work, so I'm going to go to my second hour students, and I can see right away how many students have watched the videos. So for example, this second student down has watched every single video. The 3 dots here means that I just haven't graded that yet. And you can also see what the students have scored on their videos. Okay, so for example, 40% on this chapter. I can see some trends. So if I notice that a whole bunch of students missed some of the questions on a certain chapter, that's when I may need to go back and double check on. Now, these red ones mean that it was due and they haven't read it yet. So this student, for example, is pretty far behind in his reading and he needs to work on getting caught up. Okay? And so that is another great way that you can check. Or I could search by chapter, and I can go in and grade each one. And what I like about it is just a quick check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark through each one to say if it's correct or incorrect. I can get partial points for it, but it's a very quick way to share a video with students and have them guaranteed to actually finish the video. So that's a quick overview of EdPuzzle. If you want more information about this, just let me know. But that's it for today. Bye.